prisoner to pray for the gospel of Christ. And even me being in this place, I think I got to know you early because of the gospel.
The gospel.
Yeah. In fact, I knew her before I knew you. So I had come to preach at a church.
It's our
and then
church, yeah.
we got to know each other. That's back in 2020,
2020.
the time of COVID. And the Lord has been good.
Amen.
I remember that was the time when I had entered into the field preaching. I was having the zeal of God, and I don't mean that I don't have the zeal of God. It has grown. That's when it was birthed. And now, in the process of preaching the gospel in the year 2021, I think, somewhere there, 2021, there was I had a church, an online church from Gulf, and they had paid for me to preach in one of the TV stations. There was a local TV station. I think they got the signet recently, but they used to conduct their services online. That's YouTube, Facebook Live, Instagram, and all the other platforms. But they were waiting for the signet.
Church without walls.
Yeah, it was called the Karumbeta TV. And then they had paid for me, so I used to go there twice a week to preach. And as I was preaching, they had scheduled the time for them when they are free. That's when I was preaching, and then they were there to comment, and of course send the offering. So it was a service that I took serious.
Oh yeah.
It was a kind of a program that I had put the whole of my effort, the whole of my mind. It was there. I could transnight preparing for that day. Now it happened one day. I have gone there, prepared to minister. I'm there. I found that the guy who was to host the program, just the way you are doing, is a friend to Scholastica by then. So now this guy had sabotaged my program. He has brought a stranger
Oh, good.
in a program that I have paid for, and now they have interrupted my meeting. So when they saw me, these guys had entered, they had begun the introduction. I think she had told you in the area clips on how she came about to do the girl child initiative, and so she came to talk about the girl child initiative, about the initiative. And now I am like, they have come to interfere with my preaching with the initiatives. And so I was like, this guy is not genuine. And then I entered, I preached briefly because they had wasted my time. They had paid for me to preach 1 hour. So that day I preached that minute.
Oh.
And then they had eaten that minute. And so I told the people who pay, don't pay for this week. Because this guy doesn't know what he's doing.
My time.
So I got out of that place feeling like these people are demonic. They have been sent by Satan to interfere with the program of God. So
You didn't know what was coming.
I didn't know what was coming. Okay, I preached. I remember I preached from the book of Psalms 125, because by then there was that wave. There was that wave of COVID, and people were running up and down, and I was there telling people that those who trust in the Lord, they are going to be made like Mount Zion that cannot be shaken. So I was there. I wanted like 1 hour to encourage the people of God. Now they have eaten my time. So I encouraged the people of God in that minute, and then I got out. And now she's smiling and telling me, you blessed us.
Na
That was a
amekukasirisha
blessing.
saa hiyo.
I love the way you brought that word.
Uh-huh.
You know, she's there. She's encouraged, I'm discouraged. You know, I went from that place annoyed. I didn't even want to talk to them, so I went.
Wow, thank you so much. Now, I just want to ask questions because we have known Scholar.
Yeah.
We have known Scholar Sticker. We have known Scholar Omari. Now you're here. So I want to ask, was that the first time you met with her? Or where did you meet? Ni hapo kwa your studio or somewhere else?
That was the first time I saw her face.
Na asha kukasirisha already.
And
They have eaten your time.
She annoyed me.
And now she's here saying you've preached well.
Yeah.
Dissect your word vizuri
She's
sana.
encouraged, I am discouraged the way they have eaten my time.
So the journey started there.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody went their way.
Kila mtu njia yake.
I didn't know
Who
where
she
she
was.
comes from.
You didn't even know the
Who
name.
she was. I didn't know the name. I didn't know the program she came to do. I didn't bother to follow. I went my way.
And she went her way.
She went away.
Now, how did you come to start a relationship with Scholar?
Now, after 1 year,
1 year.
after 1 year,
Okay. Sawa.
after 1 year,
Sawa.
that is when she came and started following me on Facebook because I have always been ministering on Facebook. And then she had an issue that was troubling her. And so I think God
Connected
directed
you.
her to me. She had an issue.
She needed help.
She needed help. It was a very confidential issue that needed somebody who is strong.
And strong, not body-wise.
No,
Spiritually strong.
a general spiritually, not muscles. You know, some
Kwa
of
hiyo
the
sema
things.
strong watu wanashindwa strong aje.
No.
Ama ni bouncer.
No. Some of the issues that people undergo psychologically, emotionally, they need spiritually strong men. They need spiritual generals. So, like, I was like, what did this lady saw in me? And then she annoyed me. So I had to come down and listen to her, and then she told me there's something that is troubling me, and
I need help.
I need help. So I gave her my number. I told her you can just contact that number. She didn't call me. She didn't communicate, and then I came back and asked you, were you sent to tempt me? I gave you a number. You are not calling. You are not telling me anything. And you said you had an issue. So that's when she called me, and then there was a program she was preparing. No, before the program, I came and to check on her at the river. I came, I saw her where she was working, and then
Bado alikuwa anauza maziwa ama
alikuwa
alikuwa
anauza
ametoka kwa
maziwa.
maziwa.
She was selling milk. Hata hapo kwa maziwa.
Na hiyo maziwa si umeuza?
Hata hapo kwa maziwa ndio tuliongea sana, and then akanizindikisha. Unaona? Akinisindikisha, that's when I started realizing who is
There
this
is
person.
something,
Because men started following us.
Men,
Akinizindikisha, men started following us.
why?
Na nikaona ameogopa.
Okay.
So I had to ask her, who is this person who is following us? Na Mungu akamsaidia. Because one thing I learned